Welcome to Real Reviews. Man, I was looking forward to this movie, The Magnificent Seven, for a long while. Directed by Anton Fuqua.
Fuqua! Yeah!
Starring
Greatest last name ever.
Awesome cast.
Yes.
Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. And Peter Sarsgaard. He plays the bad guy in this. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Such a good bad guy. It's a remake of the original Magnificent Seven. And if you don't know what that story is, well, okay.
It was a remake from that.
A remake of a remake.
Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai. So the story is this guy who basically uses all his money. He takes over people's land for basically nothing, and if you don't do what he says, he kills you.
Well, and this land, he's mining gold out of it, right? So that's the whole reason why he's taking over this village.
He kills some of the townspeople, and the one widow now enlists the help of Denzel Washington's character, who gets the Magnificent Seven together to save the town.
Yeah.
To tell them, you can't take what's ours. I loved almost every second of this movie. Very few things bothered me about this movie.
I think Denzel Washington and Chris Pratt kind of steal the show. You can tell the movie kind of revolves around those two characters. Ethan Hawke has kind of a big part to play with his sidekick, but I mean the rest of the characters are pretty much filler. You know, like
they all have their thing.
Yeah, they all have their thing. And the one thing that bothered me was with the bigger bear guy.
Vincent D'Onofrio?
The way he spoke in the movie.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
The way he spoke.
Like,
that's one of the things that bothered me.
It was really, like...
it was kind of like this.
Yeah. So, like, it kind of took me out of the movie whenever he was speaking. It was just very distracting.
He wasn't supposed to be the comic relief. Chris
Pratt, for sure.
The comic relief. And he's very funny. And that's why I said the story is really good, the way they interact with each other. But the action, I loved it. I was on the edge of my seat in the finale of the movie. Throughout the whole thing, it's well paced. Critics were dogging this movie. I'm like, get over yourselves.
Dogged it. And I just want to point out, Curtis Nash gave this a seal of approval. 50 mil weekend. How much did it make?
35.
Boom!
It should have made 80. That's how good it was. Go see this movie.
For sure, yeah. I think a lot of the older critics, they're comparing it to the original, and they shouldn't. This is a good. You almost wanted to say it's a summer flick, but it's not. It's not summer.
What I love, they made it a Western.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't try to modernize it.
No.
The soundtrack, the score, everything was Western.
Yeah.
They didn't try to, like, I'm going to play Kid Rock, cowboy. You know?
Right,
Stupid stuff like that. And they didn't do that. He stuck true to the whole thing, which was fantastic. For Fuqua.
I had a father, thank you.
I didn't. Ooh, God dang it, I'm good.
This is one where I'm going on a limb. This is I am saying this is like,
another seal of approval.
No, this is a Nash seal of approval for me. This was honestly one of my favorite movies I've seen all year.
Whoa.
Totally, like I love westerns to begin with, and I thought they did an awesome job.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 9 out of 10.
Holy moly.
Honestly, one of my top 5 at least of the year.
Yeah, you know, reading like other reviews and stuff like that, you have to disagree with what people were writing. It was so petty, and it didn't, whatever they were dogging on, it didn't matter. It didn't take away from the overall movie. For me, 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
An 8? Like I said, one of my favorite movies. Josh loved it. It was fantastic. Go see The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Guaranteed right here. And I guarantee we're here every week to entertain you. So go to our Facebook page and like it. Like the Magnificent Seven review, or leave a comment whether you saw it, whether you agree with us or not. And you better agree with us. But if you do any one of those things, that's an entry to win $10 to Perkins Family Restaurant and Bakery. You can go check out their new menu items every week.